So I just cannot wait any longer to show you guys the finished product of 2 El Macero.
This house looks amazing. Let's go inside. But before we look around this beautiful property, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video.
So we're gonna take a look around this property. It's so nice. I don't even wanna wear shoes today. I wanna keep this thing as pristine as possible. So let's take a look around. Before we go any farther, to be honest,
look at this.
Tell them what was here if they haven't seen the video yet.
Look at how beautiful and wide open this space looks. If you remember from one of our previous videos, we had to demo a big divider wall right at the entry of the house. It closed this entire entryway to the rest of the family room down. It's wide open now and dang, it looks good.
It's always a question mark, at least for us, when we have to take down walls and redo a lot of drywall, is how it's gonna end up, how things are gonna look, and how the corners are gonna, if they're gonna look proper at all. So one nice thing to see when it's all done, that everything looks really thought out. It doesn't look like there ever was anything here.
Right. We had to move a lot of plumbing and some gas lines here. It was all done legitimately. We had to reroute them up through the attic, but dude,
it was the right decision because
this feels right.
Now when you walk in, you get to see pretty much everything in the house. You get to see the grand room. The grand room's open to the kitchen. The kitchen was also super closed off, so we had to take out an entire wall right about where you're viewing this from. And that opened the kitchen to the living room, and now this whole house is one big space.
Look at this fireplace wall though. If you remember, they had really ugly old school build outs here. It was all off center and asymmetrical. Nothing made a lot of sense. It felt like it was 2005. This wall turned out amazing.
Yeah, and it wasn't even to the ceiling. So that was something we were deciding, since the ceiling's so tall, are we gonna go all the way up there? Because that's a hell of a lot of ceiling to tile or to shiplap, and we ended up doing this design because it was also cost effective too. If we wanted to tile this entire wall, it would have been probably 3, 4, 5 times as much as using the shiplap, which is a really good alternative.
Yeah, so what we decided to use, as you can see, is a 24 by 48 tile for the fireplace, and then the less expensive, more cost-effective shiplap wood for the sidewalls. Looks really great, contrasts beautifully against the nice light brown floors. This is a big old family room to hang out in.
As I'm walking through too, the stager did a pretty good job.
Stager did an incredible job, used the furniture we liked. Remember we discussed in one of our TikTok videos how to make this room feel big with a big couch. Look at how nice and big this sectional is.
I love the trees he put in. We really get on him about using plants too, so there's plants everywhere in here. It really makes it feel bright and vibrant.
Yeah, and I just turned this off. Just an example of how big this room is. That fan is actually a 99-inch ceiling fan hanging 6 feet off the ceiling. That looks awesome in here.
So now that you can see the kitchen from pretty much everywhere in the main area of the house, this is now one of our focal points. And I think we did a pretty good job with dressing it up really nicely so that it's also a really cool design element. You know, it's the black that matches the black, it has the wood elements. We put in pretty much everything here.
It all ties in really nicely. Of course, we didn't forget our signature waterfall, marble, Calcutta Island. Waterfalls on both sides. This thing's probably what, 10 feet long by 4 feet wide?
Right, quartz, we did quartz.
And we did quartz, and then we did the black offset cabinetry. It's double-sided cabinetry as well. So on this side—
That's true, there's storage.
There's actually extra storage on both sides of the island, which is really nice to hold fine dining ware or something underneath there that you bring out for the holidays. So that's really cool.
Something different we did with the hood is, in a lot of our other homes, you'll probably see the hoods that we build out of shiplap, and they're really nice because they match the other accents. But we put the cabinets right on either side.
Yeah.
So you start the cabinets right here, and then they go all the way to wherever they go to. But we just thought it'd be a cool design element, a little bit different, since we have so much space. This back wall is huge. To kind of offset them a little bit, make it feel a little bit lighter, put some lights in there and tile all the way up. So now it doesn't feel so crowded in this area.
Yeah, and we actually made a good decision here because we actually had this backsplash only tiled
That's right.
to the top of the cabinets there, and it stopped at the top of the cabinets.
It shrunk the whole kitchen.
Shrunk the whole kitchen down. I'm really glad that we decided to add the extra cost of tiling into the ceiling. It looks really good, and then the sconces in between look really nice. So something new we did. I love how it turned out.
Yeah.
Another nice feature of the kitchen here, as you can see, is we went with the upgraded appliance package. 36-inch stainless steel range here. It's really cool, awesome range. And then we did the 48-inch built-in over here, refrigerator, and then the drop-down microwave. So all upgraded appliances in here. Really nice for this house.
The lighting's pretty upgraded too. I mean, it's the appliances and everything you see that we installed for lighting. They all match really well, so it all feels like very cohesive. And then this idea of putting like the multi-light over here, utilizing this dining space, came out really nice.
Yeah, this house flows so well now. From the front door to the living room, it's all one big entertainment space. You got a formal dining room that could fit a 10 to 12 person table in there. So big dinner parties there. You got your big 10-foot island that has the breakfast bar here to, you know, hang out with the kids in the kitchen in the mornings. Obviously, wide open vision of the rest of the house. This is beautiful.
Let's go check out the rest of the house.
Yeah. One thing I want to mention before we leave is we added this walk-in pantry. So as if there wasn't enough cabinetry and storage, you know, with the cabinets in the kitchen, we added a walk-in pantry here. If you remember from our initial walkthrough design video, this wall right here actually came out about 10 feet this way, which really closed off the family room to the kitchen.
This was a hallway.
It was a hallway.
And it went to the other like office area and then the garage and laundry room.
And this was the refrigerator wall right here.
Yeah. So you had to go around that, and that's why there was a hallway here. But since we got rid of that, there's really no reason to have that. You can just easily walk to wherever you're going.
And it's nice, this house didn't have the pantry.
No.
So now that we added the walk-in pantry, I think that's a very good upgrade for this kitchen.
Yeah. So right here behind us, we actually had, if you remember, the old double den situation where it essentially had two offices that were both pretty small.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. We had a 3-bedroom house with 2 offices.
Right next to each other.
Isn't very valuable in a neighborhood like this. We thought it was much more valuable to have a 4-bedroom house with 1 office.
Right.
So I think we did a really good job, come on in here, converting the 1 den to the 4th bedroom with a full bathroom in it too.
And we did a lot of work to this room because if you remember, the doors were actually here. So we punched the doors back, giving the room a little bit more square footage because it is on the smaller side.
It is.
But at least now we have the bathroom, and wrap around this way. We punched a hole through the wall to the old powder bathroom, right? And so now we turn this into a full bath, accessible to this bedroom with a closet. It has a full tub and shower and vanity and toilet, so it's absolutely a full bedroom. And now we have that 4-bed.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this is we thought this was gonna feel super small in here and congested.
Really small.
You know, it's a small vanity, but this bathroom feels like a normal full-size secondary bathroom.
We're both in here right now.
Small at all. So I'm super happy with the way this turned out. Once again, adding the 4th bedroom with a full bathroom, big value add for this house in the neighborhood.
And usability too, like you said, like 3 bedrooms for this size of a house at this price point, like it's just so much better to be able to have that guest quarters.
Right, I mean, if you have a family with a couple kids and then you have any guests come in town, where do they stay? So you really lose that opportunity.
But we did keep one of the dens over here. We made it into a really nice office room. Can be used for whatever, but we staged it as an office, set in some nice stuff. So
how's it feel?
King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
I have a chair, I have a chair.
King of the castle, king of the castle. We are here.
It looks really nice. Detail the wall a little bit.
Yeah, so this is something super inexpensive. Yeah. You know, detailing the wall like this, it looks great, it's cost effective. You know, nice little office area, it's not too small. I think this turned out really good.
The only thing we probably should have done is plant some trees out there.
Yeah,
so you can look at something.
One tree on each window would have been really nice.
Good. But
some greenery.
You live and you learn.
So while we're on this side of the house, let's hit the laundry room. We did something really cool in the laundry room this time. So something kind of new that we did in here is we didn't use a regular quartz counter like we usually do. We actually took a butcher block countertop and wrapped the brand new high-end washer and dryer with this butcher block and then a hunger-free hanging shelf as well.
Shelf looks a little tilty.
Yeah. It does. It looks
really
a little...
fucking tilted.
Like, come on, guys. Yeah, here. Let's take a photo of that.
You want me to move it, or
Yeah,
you just
move
get
it.
All right, so we're heading to the other side of the house where the master bedroom is. Everybody wants to see the master, and I think we did a pretty good job with it too.
I think so.
You know, throughout this house, one thing that we did that made a big difference, it's probably not noticeable to your average person, but we put a lot of can lights in the main areas, in the kitchen, and here in the master. It just makes everything feel so much brighter and cleaner by doing that.
No, it really does. It's a well-lit house. Also, one thing we did that is not as noticeable is we carried the hardwood floor all the way through the master bedroom in this house. So it's a little bit more upgraded than putting the carpet in, which a lot of others would do.
Yeah. We did carpet in the other bedrooms, which is pretty normal.
Yeah.
But I think in the master, it's a nice upgrade.
Yeah, it's nice to not have any type of transition.
Yeah.
You know, carrying the cohesiveness throughout the house, we built this big shiplap fireplace detail wall out as well in here. So it matches the other room, it matches the main fireplace in the other room. We put another beautiful LED in here as well. And we always sell our luxury homes with TVs already built in. So that's an added value too.
One less thing that you have to do. And I know we've been getting a little bit of slack for these LED fireplaces recently, but you know what? I'll stop putting them in houses when people stop buying them.
So let's check out the master bathroom and master walk-in closet. Bathroom turned out pretty nice.
I'd say like the most impressive thing is so simple, is putting a 10-foot mirror right when you walk in, because it isn't that big of a bathroom.
No.
We've said it on many videos, and it still isn't, no matter what you do to it.
We battled the size of this bathroom to make it feel as big as we could this entire time.
But when you walk in and you see the reflection of the shower, it just makes the room feel twice as big.
It does. Look at how big that piece of glass is that we hung here.
Yeah. I would have loved it to be like 6 inches bigger, you know? just to the top.
I mean, there's still mistakes that have been made here that we just can't fix at this point. That's one of them. Will it go unnoticed? I think so. Is it the end of the world? Not really. You know, the bathroom looks great. As you can see, we built out the shower. Nice big glass. One thing I noticed here though, again, a little bit of a mistake that people probably won't notice. This glass is more like 6 feet and it was supposed to be 8 feet.
Yeah.
So it's a lot shorter than it should have been. 8-foot glass would have been way more custom in this property, but you know, miscommunication, things get translated improperly along the way where once it's in, it's kind of in. So we got to live with it, and I don't think it's killer.
It's not. One little thing too is we ordered a full closet build out, and it was supposed to be really nice, a little bit more modern than what they installed. I guess they couldn't get those materials. They weren't here on time.
It's the 1970s. They want their closet back.
The 1970s sent us their closet. You know what? It's brand new. It's not the worst, but it's definitely a little bit dated looking. Doesn't quite match the rest of the property. So
this feels like grandma's closet, dude.
in the event that somebody doesn't like it, you know what? We can give them a credit to do whatever they want in here. So for a head scratcher of a backyard, we made it look pretty good. All said and done, we made the best with the space that we had.
Dude, it feels good out here.
I know.
It's not bad. It feels private. You know, we got some greenery back here. We got the waterfall going on this hot tub. This was something that we threw back and forth so many times.
Well, it was such an ugly thing, but I think we did a pretty good job with making it a little more modern at least.
No, I really do too. I mean, our options were leave it and do the best we could with it, or spend $100,000, $75,000
and put a pool in.
4 months of installing a pool back here. On this house in this neighborhood, I don't think we made the bad decision. I think that this is really cool. It's a good big hot tub. It's not small. This is an 8 to 10 person hot tub.
It's cool. The
And
tile looks good.
it feels nice.
Yeah.
It really does.
The new plants helped a lot too. The new turf helped a lot.
It really did.
So now you have, I guess, you know, in a backyard, at least some area that feels like a yard.
Yeah, you have somewhere where the kids could play, the dogs could
Yeah.
play. You could put a little, you know, picnic set or something out here.
Something.
You know, it's really nice. I'm also glad we didn't have to destroy the beautiful trees on either side of the yard.
Those are really nice because that one adds a lot of shade to the outdoor kitchen.
And this, you know, this backyard, it gets beautiful shade in the afternoon.
I know.
So this feels really nice back here.
It's like 4 o'clock right now. Probably like one of the hottest points of the day.
Yeah.
Almost fully shaded.
You got a nice patio set over here, good sized area to hang out and eat at night. And I think we did a good job with the outdoor kitchen as well.
I would have really liked if we could have built a whole new outdoor kitchen. Obviously wasn't in the budget, but putting a new top on this, dressing it up a little bit, cleaning the barbecue.
Yeah, this thing looks almost brand new.
It's a really nice little outdoor hangout spot.
You know, something that people could live with at the beginning. If you want to build your own super custom outdoor kitchen, you're probably going to want it the way you want it anyways. Sure. So for us to save the money on it, this is great for now. They can do it later on as they live here. So.
Totally. So we just had to get in here today and show you guys the final product once it was all staged. We just couldn't wait any longer. This thing's ready to go on the market.
Yeah, this bad boy's hitting the market this weekend. 1.35 million, which if you remember when we first shot this house, deciding whether we're gonna buy or pass on it, we're thinking like 1.2, 1.25. So we're going 100 grand over that. I think we're gonna get it.
I think things have gone up, the neighborhood's there, some sales have happened, so we're definitely justified. We're not just shooting for the moon. I do think we're gonna get that. I actually think we're gonna get more interest than we think. And
I would love that.
Have a bit of a bidding war, so hopefully we end up above 135.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see what we actually do end up selling this for, and you can watch us go through that full A through Z process on this property.
Yes, because our next video is gonna be super detailed, just like you said, about when we bought it, what we did to it, why we did that, and at the end, what we did sell it for and what we did make.
We're gonna tell you the profits. That's gonna be fun to see.
Yes, if you have any question about anything we covered here today, anything we did to this property, or anything we do, drop us a comment below. We'd love to read your comments.
And until then, we'll see you on the flip side.